Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fire Emblem Awakening. In the last episode, remember we did paralogues, 9, 10, 11? And so we got Jerome, Cynthia, and Severo. It's been a little bit since I recorded that. I miscounted the paralogues, apparently. There's only a total of, there's 11 of them and not 12, so next episode there's only going to be 2. And that will finish it off, and I will include a bunch of paralogue stuff that I recorded today, of me doing voices of different things and whatnot. I got a bunch of relationships up between episodes just because it's kind of what I do. So I paired up Jerome and Cynthia, and I got Severo's relationship with both of her parents up to A's, so those are maxed out. I was working on getting Jerome and Chersh. There's Kajel and Sully. I maxed those out. Olivia and Inigo are pretty close. Rickon and Inigo got the B support. So I've just gotten a bunch of supports among characters and stuff. So, and I'm going to be using my normal squad probably coming up for these next paralogues. But the first paralogue, I don't know why I'm saving, but we're going to do it. The first paralogue we're going to be doing today is going to be paralogue 13, Rival Bands, and this is the child of like one of my favorite characters in the game, and we'll meet him soon. Don't want to get lost, swine. This land belongs to the Stonewall Knights. If you need a second notice, I'll write on your men's corpses. Ha! Pile of corpses could still outfight you, sorry lot. It's our territory. No one gives orders to the Riders of Dawn. I don't know who these people are. What do you make of that?
Mercenaries from the look. Rival bands squabbling over some petty matter. They're coming enough sight in these dark times, my lord. But if it comes to bloodletting, the nearby villagers will pay for it.
Let's make sure it doesn't.
Stick 'em full of holes, boys.
Time to fertilize the field, soldiers. Nah, I don't remember what voice I gave him. Diplomacy's probably out.
Since the best option to end the fighting as quick as possible, allowing us to one side or the other would certainly expedite things.
Band Riders or Band of Knights, time to make a choice. So can I just attack both of them? Because that'd be my preferred preferred action.
Must let's high, your timing's in right impeccable. I'll buy your steel and see you well compensated for the trouble.
Right.
Well, killer, shall we back the knights? Yeah, I think so in this case, because it looks like the green army is attacking this time.
Are you ready?
So be it. Shepherds to arms! How does one leave out his favorite unit in the game? I'm not really sure how I managed to do that. Alright, I'm going to... Shit, who the hell do I bench? I mean, I gotta bring his parents. Like, for me, that's just something I gotta do. So, that was so silly of me.
You.
That scent, it smells like... Oh, you there! God, what do you want?
Well...
You are a Tegwell. God's mother? Mother? You nearly give me a heart feel. I'd given up on ever finding you. You wouldn't believe how dangerous it is here, all these swords and brigands. And I found you, that makes the trip back in time more than worth it.
Right.
See, you came with that man spawn Lucina, did you? Explaining why my son consorts with just common thugs. Hey, I'd have a choice in the matter. You're nowhere to be found and roaming around alone as a recipe for extinction. Figured I'd be safe if I take up with some strong allies, so I... Were you angry? Because you kind of look Of course I am angry. No son of mine will survive by taking the path of a coward. You're coming with me. I'm gonna teach you some tactical pride starting right now. Okay. I also don't know why, but like the CPU usage, as shown by OBS, has jumped up about 8%. I don't know why, and it makes me upset. No, stop that. I didn't even march the rise down, yada yada. Whatever. Shut up, dude. I also don't know why it won't let me. It keeps defaulting to using wind, and it's pissing me off, honestly. And it's like, I don't understand where the sudden CPU usage just came from. But I was so powerful! Because I actually closed out of things I had open. Great, so me and Cynthia get here's the match. Woo!
Footings on, my lord. Let's just spare the visuals from further damage.
Good, though I don't understand what they had to fight in the first place.
Right.
Competition, my lord, a set consequence of this war. From the land your fields are pillaged, or when a shop and your goods are stolen, so the wondermen take up steel and become mercenaries or worse. There's only so much gold to go around, so they fight for dominance.
Seems to continue to do so until it's safe to be a farmer or merchant again. All the more reason for us to end things as quickly as possible.
One point, my lord, shall be on our way.
My lord.
By the by, our while I send the regards and reward to match. One's an expensive proposition, a wage of blood money spent the same as any other. See, it's added to our tally.
Thank you, Frederick. What do we get? 1,500 gold. Okay, sure.
You.
Yeah, you scared me! I'm gonna sneak it up behind people and give them whiplash. What is your name? YARNE, don't you remember you're the one who gave it to me? So you truly are my child? I'm a tackle, right? I kinda have to be. I suppose blood does not lie. I'm pleased to see you, my son. You represent a new hope for our race. No pressure there. You're living proof that man and tackle can coexist. Hey, I didn't do anything special. I was just born. You're the one who proved all the bridging the gap stuff. You're the one who married a human. Thanks for doing that, by the way. Even though I can't take credit for it, I'm proud of my heritage.
Right.
Cleanse me to see my son value pride. May you keep it always. Okay. We can hope that was just the battle. I don't understand what's happening or why this shit happens. Pisses me off, man. I hate it. It just stopped. It does this at the worst of times. Not like even the right time or whatever. All right, we'll come back to that because I haven't done their B support. Well, I haven't read it at least. Oh, Yarn, is there a reason you're staring at me like that? I don't know if it's Yarning or Yarn, dude. It's trying to read your face, find out if you're cheating on mother. What, cheating? I never do such a thing. I've been faithful to Pan since the day I proposed. All right then, if you're telling the truth, how'd you think I was cheating? Is someone spreading rumors? No, the idea just popped in my head the other day. You see, I got thinking, what happened if you suddenly decided mother wasn't good enough? Huh? See, what I had to do was to make sure you both stay alive. Eventually, you'd have me, and poof, my existence would be guaranteed. That would all change if you left mother for another woman before I was born. Very soon you made the decision, I would wink out of existence. That ever sends a chill down my spine. Ugh. Ah, I guess I see your point. So I'm gonna keep... Don't mess with a bunny! I'm gonna keep you a very close eye on you to make sure you toe the line. Now hold on just 1 minute. Don't worry, I'll make an exception for temporary dalliances during battle. Just stay as long as the fraternizing stays on the field. Anyway, I gotta be going. Remember, I'm watching you. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I accidentally gave him the perfect voice. Alright, now Pan and Yarny.
You.
Ah! What do you want? Are you trying to avoid me? Me avoid you? Gosh, no. I just urged an errand I was gonna attend to.
Right.
What kind of errand? Collecting revisions? Perhaps I could accompany you. Yeah, I don't. It's just...
Yes.
Is there a problem? No, not exactly.
Please.
I never this Wow, I've never seen that word before. Prevarication. Prevarication. We are kin, yes? Of course, but what? The mother of my future died when I was still young, before I could remember. I don't know what it's like to have a mother, especially a tackle mother. Neither do I. I have no idea how tackle mothers and children interact with each other. Friends and kin were taken from me by humans when I was an infant. So you have no idea how you're supposed to act either? I do not, but does it matter? We can forge a new tradition of what it means to be tackle mother and son. Hey, it's a great idea. We'll learn how to be family together. Alright, oh my god. This fucking lag. Fuck this stupid ass viewer. And why are you giving me troubles at the worst possible moment? So I decided to switch to action, and my computer crashed. All of a sudden, just randomly. And I did all I could to try to bring the footage back and uncorrupted, but there's not much else I could have done. And in the end, I lost that part of the recording, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to be going over the cutscenes that happened in that paralogue, and then after the paralogue, I'm going to play all of the other supports and stuff. that I had finished up until this point. It's gonna be kind of weird. I do apologize. The quality is gonna be a little less than I normally have, and that's because I had to use someone else's footage, and their quality specifically for the gameplay portion was not as crisp as mine, so I do apologize for that, but I will put the link to that dude's channel in the description below. And yeah, anyways, that's about all. Alright, we're gonna do the alright, we'll just do the full support tree for these two, because I know that we got at least one of them, but
Hold a moment.
would you be so kind as to put an end to your caterwauling? I'm trying to read, but I can't hear myself to think of your incessant grunting. You gotta give it all. You gotta give it your all when you train. It's just a waste of time.
Indeed.
I suppose that makes sense. Explosive release of air from the lungs generates power in peripheral muscles. Who's got periwinkle muscles now? That was not his voice. And a rapid spin attack creates centripetal force that increases overall speed. Fascinating. Imagine use complex calculus to optimize your methods.
What?
Lady? For what you just said, I understood fascinating, and that's about it.
Hmm?
Surely you develop these skills of yours by calculating the forces involved.
No.
I don't need a bunch of math mumbo jumbo. I do it all by instinct. Irrational means yet taking you a rational technique. Fascinating. Perhaps this instinct of which you speak bears further investigation. Fighting a war ain't rational, lady. Watch me in the next battle. Very well, I should do just that.
Why, thank you.
Aye, Vike.
Hey.
Hey, Muriel, what'd you watch? So, did you watch me fight or what?
Yes.
Indeed, I observed your battle shouts and enhanced the effectiveness of your blows. Often, though, it briefly let down his guard, granting him momentary opening. I did not realize the impact war cries could have on the psychology of an enemy.
What?
Yeah, but what about me? What about the Vake? His name is Vake. I keep calling him Vike, but it's Vake. He said it himself in battle. Like, don't mess with the Vake or something like that. I observed the details of your moves, but not from the perspective of the foe. Perhaps an analogy would be helpful here. So we would assume you are planning the enemy is the sun.
Huh?
Hey, wait, I want to be the sun!
Hmm?
The sun does not travel around planets, rather planets spin around the sun. Also, as postulated in this book, it is yet to be proven.
No.
You sure it's not your head spinning? I don't see the ground going anyplace.
Indeed.
Anyway, alas, we cannot sense this motion, making the theory intuitively difficult.
Oh,
Alright, sure, the ground's spinning, just like when I swing a weapon, yeah?
Hmm.
Yes, this generates the centripetal force we discussed the other day. Glad this conversation has helped clarify my thoughts on the subject. Would you mind terribly if we continued our discussions for research purposes? Me chat as friends? Sure. After all, we have so much in, common? I love Vake, man. He's hilarious. Face it, lady. You got my brains, you big toe, and I have my own noggin. So what I mean, you must have egghead pals during the Century Pedals Force stuff.
Permit me to clarify.
Century Pedal, I love it. Yes, but you possess in abundance something that I do not. Instinct. I learned a great deal from our conversations, they are most rewarding. Well, I suppose I like talking to you too, not to understand half of what you say. Speaking of which, what's that giant brain of yours thinking about today?
Hmm.
Bonds.
huh?
Bonds?
Yes.
There's nothing so complex and deserving of study as the human heart. And additionally, the bonds of friendship that arise unbidden between acquaintances. Once these bonds of friendship occur, how do they change us, mold us? Yes, give me, because I'd say stuff like that just happens. It's like when you fight alongside someone, you start trusting them and like them better. Take us, for example. You and I are starting to like each other more, right? Think you as a friend, you and me the same way, right?
Right.
Suddenly find you an interesting subject for observation. Yeah, that's not really what I meant. Someone's so smart, you can be pretty slow sometimes. Okay, how about this? Why don't you and I go out together?
Hmm?
Go out? Well, and to what end? You can walk around tell me to drop by your house for a pint and some chat. That's how folks straighten the bonds. That's what you're interested in, right?
Hmm.
Feels your meandering about town will impact our relationship. I am willing to experiment. Perhaps the instincts will teach me something new.
What?
So that's a yes, right? You go out with me?
Very well.
Yes, by all means, take me to that alehouse of yours. Alright, play the escort. Hello, Muriel.
Yes.
Ah, Vake, my friend. Hello, friend.
Oh,
You don't have to call me friend all the time. We can just take it as a given. Best thing about friends is be comfortable around each other. I see, I must confess, informality does not come naturally to me.
what?
Amir, is that a blush? Don't tell me you're getting shy on me now.
Hmm?
Shy? Of course not. I have never. Let's say perhaps, only a little.
Huh?
Hey, you sure you feeling alright? Never see you tongue-tied before.
Permit me to clarify.
No, it's just ever since we visited the alehouse, I haven't eaten well. Seemed the fault lied with the buzzard and guinea pie, but it's something else. When I think of you, I feel a tightness here in my chest. Is this friendship? Actually, what you're feeling is a lot more serious than friendship. Blessed is it, it is a malady. I knew it. Is it fatal? Is there a cure? Oh, I must be ill if I'm asking you of all people for advice. Probably could have phrased it better, but never mind. I think what you're feeling is love. You fall in love with me.
Fascinating.
What? Gracious. How fascinating. I've tended to research friendship, and now I observe love in its natural state. But now this opportunity to pass you only research, yes? Look, Mira, if I'm being honest, I have feelings for you too. Real feelings. So yeah, I'm aboard for your research, but not just that. I want to make you my wife. Let's get hitched.
Right.
Do you speak of a connubial relationship, a blessed sacrament, marriage? Well, yes, I suppose that'd be an enthralling, zesty experience. You know what? I'm gonna assume that means yes. So what do you say? Let's blow this place and go find a ring.
What?
Ah, the ring. Is it a talisman that evokes bonds of love, or merely a symbol of the husband's right of his wife's person and property? It's just a bloomin' ring. That means I promise to be a husband on you, blah, blah, blah. Makes it all official-like.
Hold a moment.
Wouldn't it be a sealed witness contract be more appropriate? That's what you do, alright. If you get married, you gotta have a ring. Fascinating. Yeah, that makes sense.
What?
A Mirage Village?
Rumors of one at any rate. People claim to spy the distant vision sometimes appears during sandstorms. Just to speak of a legendary goddess down the same server, who can really say?
Really?
That sounds like it could be helpful. Maybe nothing more than idle talk, but it still bears further investigation.
Just take care, sir. The sands are home to armed barbarians. Every year, season for your villagers, go chase them and find the grave instead. I'll not stop you, but be sure you're well armed and prepared.
Oh, Eureka, it's you! I have no recollection of making your acquaintance. A few things are as unreliable as a human memory. Forgive me, I forgot you have not met me before. My name is Laurent. Are you here in search of the Mirage Village? That is my cause, yes. Mine as well, though I fear my efforts thus far yield precious little progress. Still, an excess of evidence exists for the village to be baseless rumor alone. Assumption on your part that. Might I accompany you in your search? I feel certain your help will lay exposed witches that elude me alone. I worry your hypothesis lacks certain scientific rigor, but yet there exists a possibility I am an heir on this couch, so yes, you're welcome to join us. Excelsior, I assure you I will not be a burden. Excelsior. The battle's won, the sun is fading. We best make tracks.
Right.
Just what was that place in the end? Something beyond our ken, I suppose. Maybe a small proof that faith even in the intangible can still be rewarded? Like faith is better future, perhaps. That's treasure enough for me.
Say.
Might I have a word?
What?
I don't see why not. Tell me honestly, how would you assess my performance?
Right.
You have certain natural deficiencies, but you compensate for them well. I surmise it's the product of considerable time and effort. Ha, the best response yet. They are as Fuck, this is the word I've never heard before. Perspicacious. You're as perspicacious as you are blunt, Mother. Mother? Indeed, I am your future progeny.
Now
Do
then.
you have certain concrete evidence to substantiate this proposition? I have a ring which is the same as yours, quite literally.
Yes.
Fascinating, it does appear identical. Do two instances of a unique object coexisting constitute sufficient proof?
Indeed.
To be sure, time travel is one viable hypothesis to explain the rings, but the possibility also exists that you pilfered the ring from said time traveler. As a means of its identification, I fear it inconclusive. An astute criticism. I'm uncertain that any truly conclusive case can be mounted to prove my claim. But I intend to spend the rest of my life investigating the matter if necessary. A single-minded pursuit of the truth may be the best proof of my heredity. This is a reasonable assumption. I'm afraid a unilateral investigation is hardly credible. Then how should...
Right.
However, I have no material evidence to suggest you are not, as you claim, my son. I shall conduct an inquiry of my own. We'll investigate the matter till a clear conclusion emerges together. So then I'll grant you the fundamental assumption you are in fact my child. Thank you, Mother.
Excuse me.
This is yours, I presume, Father. I find it lying on the ground. Do try to better secure your belongings in the future. Hey, you sound just like your mother, Laurent.
Simply
Naturally, she is my mother.
put- Oh,
Well, yeah, but still. You two are so alike. I sometimes wonder if you inherited anything from me. Don't be absurd, Father. Of course I did. Oh, like what?
Indeed.
Like the color of my hair. Yeah, well, that's true, but that ain't exactly what I meant. Anything more substantive? You ever forget things and you forget you forgot them? No, my bearing in that respect is profoundly normal. Very much to my relief, I might be perfectly frank. See, that's what I mean, you're always so serious and uptight. You could stay to loosen up a bit. I was giving him the wrong voice. Maybe act a bit more your age. Weird ward, father. Acting like a child is hardly behavior to be encouraged. Besides, I'm a grown man, older than Lucina at this point, I suspect. Wait, how could you be older than Lucina? She's already been born here, but your mother and I still ain't had you. If you have no more time to chat today, now if you excuse me. Laurent, wait! What the hey was that all about? Hey, Laurent!
Hello.
Father, how may I help you?
Right.
I've been thinking about how you said you were older than Lucina. Can you explain that? I'm a little lost. It's fairly straightforward. Travel among eras is imprecise. There are variables. Lucina arrived on the onset of the war with Plegia some 2 years ago. I, on the other hand, have been here for nearly 5 years.
Huh?
Is that much of a spread between where you landed? When you landed?
Simply put.
Indeed. Hence, I have aged 3 years more than she in the course of reaching this moment. Somewhere along the way I passed her in terms of physical age. So you've been in this area for 5 years all by yourself?
Indeed.
Yes, so as you see, I'm far too old to be indulging in childish behaviors. Trust that explanation has cleared up your confusion? Now if you excuse me. No, wait, why'd you never mention any of this before? You were cut off from everyone else for 5 years. You must have been so lonely. As I said, time and time again, I am a grown man. I manage fine on my own. Alright.
Hey. Indeed.
More questions, Father? I thought it was quite clear before. Yeah, you were, but today's different, because today... Goochie goochie goo! Stop that! Father, have you gone mad? See, you can't smile. I beg your pardon?
No.
Yeah, we so bent on being such a serious proper grown-up. I worry you put too much pressure on yourself. Last time, I am not a child.
Listen.
Age ain't got nothing to do with it. If it don't matter if you're older than me or Lucina, or heck, older than me. Shoot. You're still a child. You're my child. You're my son. And you ain't alone no more, so stop isolating yourself. You got friends, you got old Vake. You're right, all that time I was so lonely. Year after year, all alone, wanting an era where I knew no one. Hoping to meet up with others, knowing how minuscule my chances were. I had no one to help me, no one to lend an ear to my despair. It was awful. Many nights I thought I'd die alone and the pain would kill me, or...
Brilliant.
I'm so sorry to find you early, Laurent. You forgive me, right? You got my word, I'll never leave your side again. I see. How very fascinating. The air is so fortunate to have its text still intact. It is a scholar's dream. And I should like to read more if I hope to catch up with Mother. Mother, what's that bottle you're carrying? Is that liquor?
Yes.
Indeed. Breath of Dragons, a Feroxy spirit. Extremely potent.
I see.
But it's not even midday. I would not have taken you for a heavy drinker.
No.
This sample is not procured to imbibe. It was intended for this. Fire?
Well,
Yes, just as I heard. Potations of sufficient strength and purity burn quickly. Why the blue flame? Fascinating. This demands further inquiry.
Intriguing.
You never cease to amaze me, Mother. You're breaking new ground, uncovering new truths about the world. I'll never catch up by merely reading about the discoveries of others. Please allow me to join you in your observations.
Very
Certainly.
well.
Between us, we'll lay the mechanisms of the phenomenon bare. Place copper within a flame, and the flame burns green. Truly a fascinating spectacle, no matter how many times I observe it.
Intriguing.
And proof that other substances beyond liquor can change a flame's color.
Permit me to
Precisely.
clarify.
Now to return to the blue flames of our initial sample. Provided it is of sufficient potency, any spirit will burn with the same hue. Perhaps it is the inebriating power within the liquor that yields the azure tone?
Excuse me.
Pardon, but an observation, Mother. A metal plate melts at different rates when placed over blue and red flames. Is it possible the heat of the flame bears some influence?
Fascinating.
Yes, I see. A line of questioning I had not considered. Maybe the case, therefore, the liquor combusted at a lower temperature.
Blue flame is hotter, though.
This merits further investigation. Is
What?
something amusing?
No.
You seem happy, is all. At present, I have yet to muster conclusive evidence that at present, I have yet to muster conclusive evidence that I am your son. But, working like this, being able to assist you makes me happy as well.
Right.
True, no unassailable case made as to our relation. You may not be my son, but you've more than proven you're my colleague in the pursuit of truth.
Indeed.
Even without a blood link, we share a bond between us. That may be a greater reward than the truth we seek.
Indeed.
Many a worthy truth is found in the course of pursuing entirely different phenomena.
Excuse
Mother, may I ask your opinion on a new creation?
What?
What, a round parcel, tightly bound, what is it?
me. Simply
Derivative
put.
product of the new discoveries you made in colored flames. They made for such a striking sight I was moved to explore possible applications. I packed substances to produce flames of green, blue, and yellow inside. If detonated mid-air, should yield a dazzling display of color.
Hold a moment.
Cannot imagine such an experiment elucidate any hidden truths. Just words, dude. I'll admit it lacks in practical uses,
Right.
but it would surely illuminate the sky in a breathtaking manner.
Indeed.
That was the intent, yes. On the clear night, I thought we might assemble the camp and give it a test.
Well, I feel
Just as-
gratified.
Just as critical as the quantity of knowledge one amasses of how one employs it. Your imagination is something that I lack. I greatly envy such dynamism. Laurent, will you permit me to assist you in this experiment?
My thanks.
I would be honored, Mother. Alright. I am so sorry, Father. I should hope you are. You nearly buried me alive under those blasted petals. I know. I asked Mother to help out. May end up collecting thousands. You're upset me into helping you with this ridiculous project? Of course, we want to do something special for your father and husband, but you did look really dashing heroic out there in the field. At least you would have if anyone could have seen you in that blizzard of petals. Well, in any case, there are to be no more entrance flourishes, understood? Aw, it's so many more wonderful ideas. Can I at least pick a special catchphrase for you to shout at the start of a battle?
Listen to me.
Cynthia, war's a serious business. We're not playing games out there. I know, I'm sorry. I just want to make you happy and give us something fun to talk about and... Oh, Pegasus poop, I don't know what to do. I know just what to do. I mean, what are fathers and daughters supposed to do together?
Good.
God, Cynthia, don't be silly. You don't have to make an effort to think of fun things for us to share. Spending time with you is enough for me. Truly, just being together is enough? Of course. Oh, Father, you're such a great guy. It's no wonder Mother fell in love with you. Even if you're just being polite, you're doing it because you like me. You're the best. Cynthia, don't hug so tight. Can't breathe. Gushing ribs. Father, will you brush my hair, please? No, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I'm a little busy at the moment. You haven't left my side lately. Are you sure you don't have other things to do? You said spending time with me is fun, right? Hey, why don't you come tell me? We'll spend the whole day together. Now? Yeah, now we'll walk the streets and visit the market and hold hands the whole time. Then we can find a tasty cake shop, and when evening falls, we can go caroling and... Alright, Cynthia, that's enough now. Look, I know we're family, but even family needs some time apart sometimes. And eat pie and it'll be totally the best day ever.
Hey.
Are you even listening to me?
Right.
You will remember, won't you? Even once the Cynthia of this world is born? You see, I do understand how this time travel stuff works. I know you're not my real father. That man exists in another history. So soon as the me from this time is born, I promise to leave you alone. Just that until that happens, I want us to spend as much time together as we can. Then, when you have a proper family, at least we'll still have our memories. I didn't realize.
Yes.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm ever so grateful for this time. You showed me what it's like to have a father, and you've been so nice to me. I know in the end your love is meant for the other me. Father, you crying? Oh, silly. I didn't mean to make you sad. It's nothing to be sad about. Besides, we can't very well have our leader all teary-eyed, can we? I don't want to remember you like this. I want to remember how you really were. Strong, kind, and brave, my father, my hero, my friend. Not how I expected that one to end. Do you see me, Mother? Did you see how I handled that lance? Of course I did. I was very impressed.
Alright.
What an honor to see the Ruby from the great Sumi herself. Does this mean you'll be willing to help me join the Pegasus Knights?
Huh?
Is that what you want, Cynthia?
Yep.
Yeah, my future see the Knights had long since disappeared in the legend, but I always dreamed of joining them. Swimming through the broad blue skies, skewering foes with a bloody lance. Cynthia, here are the Pegasus Knights.
Oh.
I'm not responsible for recruiting as well as you know. However, if Phila were here, I'm quite sure she'd turn you down. But wait, what? But why? You just said I was really good with the lance.
No.
Lance skills alone are not what makes a Pegasus Knight so formidable. You mean I have to be good with a sword too? Oh, maybe magic? If you should know the answer, bathe in the waters of the spring. But the spring is really, really cold. Can we just do flower fortunes? No, do as I say and go to the spring. You'll find your answers there. You have to think long and hard though, it won't come easy. Oh, and she just tell me instead of making me take a freezing cold bath. No Lancer's sword or magic spells then. Wait, the axe! Maybe it's all about the axe! No, it can't be. Man, this is a real puzzle.
Hello.
Well, Cynthia, have you found your answer yet?
Yes.
Yep, after you posed the question, I thought and thought and thought, but I couldn't think of anything, so I did what you said and I bathed in the spring. That's when I noticed my war Pegasus was as dirty as a farm hog. I've been so busy making myself look great and I neglected my faithful mount. Ah, good, you understand at last. The Knight's Pegasus isn't a beast or a burden or a farmer's mule. She's a partner and ally and must be cared for as much as the Knight cares for herself. A lesson which I can see you've learned today. Your mount is looking radiant.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I've started washing and brushing her every day now. Want to look as fine and proud as your Pegasus, Mom. Now that'll be a challenge, don't get your hopes up. By the way, Cynthia, I had something I wanted to ask. Yeah, what is it?
Yes.
Our two Pegasi seem so similar, don't you think? So similar, in fact, I'm wondering...
Right.
Yep, my Pegasus is the very same one you used to ride. When Mother was killed back in my time, her Pegasus made its way back to me. I see. She told me what Mother said just before she died. Please return to Cynthia, look after her and protect her. You sent your Pegasus to me so I had something to remember you by. All of which makes me feel totally worse for not taking better care of her. She's been my stalwart friend and ally ever since. I don't even deserve her. No, Cynthia, that's not true. You made a mistake, you recognize that now. You have lots of time to make it up to her and strengthen the bonds of trust. After all, you're not the only one who ever neglected her, Pegasus. You used to forget to watch her, too?
Yes.
Watch your heavens, there were times I forgot to feed her. Once I even tried to pluck out some wing feathers and make myself a fancy hat. Good grief.
Good luck.
My point is, you still deserve to be a friend even if you forget to watch her. She loves you far too much to desert you just for that. I've seen how happy she looks swooping across the sky when you on her back. Truly, I'm so relieved to hear it. Oh, Mother, I can't thank you enough. You taught me so many things I didn't have the chance to ask about before. You're the everything the legends say. Well, maybe a bit more clumsy, but... Cynthia. You know what I'm about to say, don't you? Be sure to watch Falchion after I'm done cutting this apple. Don't use Falchion to cut apples in the first place, you dolt. Yeah, I'm sorry. You'd best be more than just sorry. Sword is the national treasure of Ulysses and a final memento of my father. Would you use the last earthly remembrance of your dead father to cut fruit? You shamed the weapon that built your very homeland. You see for yourself how big the apple is and when no other knives around. Besides, I've been able to touch the thing. I don't know, I got curious. So, are you mad? Yeah, you're mad. You've never had Falchion before? No, not really. In the future, you always kept it by your side. And since we've been back here, I maybe moved it from tent to tent once or twice. We don't know if you have the potential to wield it. Wait, it takes a special person to use it?
Yes.
I see there's much you do not know. The blade was forged with Naga's power and seeped into the Exalt's bloodline. Only select few were able to wield it, even among the Elysian royal house. He's talk about picky. I'm not surprised you're one of them, Lucina.
No.
You may well be another, Cynthia. I'm mortified we come this far without ever putting it to the test.
Hey,
That'd be totally heroic and awesome if I could use it. Getting enough as a mystical sword is pretty much the best thing ever.
Wow.
Mostly my Shinra never stopped to consider it. You are in fact among Falchion's chosen, if you are. That is knowledge we need. There may come a time when it proves necessary for you to take it up. What, like if you're busy?
Yes.
Like if I'm dead, Cynthia. Having someone to be able to wield it even after I'm gone would be a considerable asset. Must use any means at our disposal to ensure the future is saved. Now let's go put it to the test.
Huh?
Cynthia? I'll forget it. There's no way the sword would choose someone like me.
What?
You don't know that until you try. You yourself just said you wish you were able to wield it, so let's... I said no, I'm not doing it. Don't make me. Let me practice for your death, Lucina.
Don't you see?
I understand how you feel. We must be practical about this. We can't afford to lose this war, no matter what happens or who dies.
Right.
You don't think I know that, but it's just not that simple for me, alright? What are you planning to lead me to? First my parents and now you?
No, wait.
Not by choice, Cynthia. Never by choice. There are no guarantees in war. That's supposed to make me feel better? If it means you dying, I don't want anything to do with Falchion. If you make me try, I'll only use it to chop up more apples. So there! It's pointless, I'm leaving. Cynthia. You sure stuck up on this whole apple business. Lucina, do you have a minute? What's wrong, Cynthia? Why the serious face?
Yes.
I want you to help me see whether or not I can wheel a Falchion. Huh? You were so dead set against it. What changed?
Right.
I did. I suppose I thought about everything you said. And about how we needed to win this war by any means necessary. I was running away from the truth and my duty as a child of the exalted bloodline. But like you said, we need to be practical about this, so will you help me?
All right.
Of course. I'll make the necessary preparations immediately. Alright, I want you to strike that log as if it were the enemy. If you lack the potential wield Falchion, its blade will be as dull as stone. You will scarce knock the bark off the target. However, you are among the blades chosen, the log will be cleft in two.
Yes.
Here, take Falchion.
Right.
Alright, here we go. Hey, wait, what am I going to do if this does work? No, I'll worry about that later. No more dads, this is part of my duty.
Here
You're
I
right.
come.
Huh? I didn't feel anything. The log is unscathed. I'm sorry, Cynthia. It seems you've not been chosen to wield Falchion.
I'm so sorry.
Don't take it too hard. This doesn't change who you are. You're still my sister, a daughter of Krom and a princess of Ulysses. Don't let this... Cynthia? I'm sorry, it's just I was so worked up. I totally missed. I missed the log. What a riot. Do try to be serious, sister. You're making me laugh. I suppose I got a little too wrapped up in this whole Falchion matter. I wound up staring there between us almost as if we were quarreling. I far preferred that night we got in trouble for the giant bug.
Yes.
Me too, though at least this helped me firm up my resolve. Not doing what I can out of fear that the people I might love die is just cowardice. If something should happen to you, I swear to keep fighting to the bitter end. But I still have no intention of letting that happen. The pain is too much to imagine. So let me protect you. It's the least that your sister can do. I fear I too was running. I was afraid to make you I promise. But no more, I swear to you here and now that this world will not claim me. I refuse to leave you all alone, sister, nor allow any harm to come to you. We will survive this together. We will forge a future of our own making. It's a promise.
Right.
So it is sworn on Falchion. Oh, blast, completely forgot I'm on cooking duty tonight. Sorry, I must be going. Oh, wait, Lucina, you forgot Falchion! Since for not leaving me all alone, guess just you and me, Falchi. That's about one more swing for the road, seeing as I'll likely never touch you again. Yep, once again, total whiff. You do better than a damn good job looked at my sister, you got that? If Lucina dies, you're getting demoted to Royal Fruit Knight. Don't think I won't do it. Alright, well, better get you back to her.
Really?
What's this log? Was someone training? Huh, split perfectly in two. I've never seen such a clean cut before. Hey, Jerome! No, I'm over here. Yoo-hoo! You're going the wrong way!
What do you want?
I don't want anything. I'm just wondering if you're free to chat.
No, I'm not.
Really? Great, because I'm anxious to know what you think the perfect hero looks like. For example, you say she, or he is lovely and powerful and graceful, right? Whether everyone admires her or him. I suppose it could be a him. Anyway, I'd love to get your opinion on the whole matter. You're very hero-like yourself. Especially given that cool dark demeanor and all.
No.
I'm leaving. Don't follow me.
No, Jerome, wait, I'm not done. If I didn't know any better, I saw he was trying to avoid me. Hey, Jerome, can we already please?
What?
Do what?
Have our hero chat, of course.
Never agreed to such a thing. I have nothing to say.
Liar, remember when we were kids, we talked for hours and hours.
We're not children anymore.
I know, but remember when you told me to look all strong and graceful like a hero?
I said that?
Oh yeah, all the time actually. I'd love to hear you say it again. I said a third on my spine and you tell me how wonderful I was. I love that about you.
Wait, you love me?
Well, sure, we grew up together, right? We're best of pals, aren't we? Nah, I love when you tell me I'm a hero and graceful and beautiful and smart.
Oh, right, of course, I knew that.
So come on, make with the flattery.
We're not children anymore.
Aw, don't tell me, does he hate me now?
I shouldn't have done that, it was cruel.
What was cruel?
How long have you been hiding there?
Well, I've been here forever. You would have noticed too if you weren't so completely lost in thought. If I was the foe, I could have laughed out of your head without you even realizing it.
Yes, but in battle I'll be much more diligent.
Don't forget you're a proper hero now. You can't afford to let your guard down, it just looks bad.
Fool.
Who said I was a hero, apart from you, I mean?
Oh, Jerome, you don't have to be so modest. I love you anyway.
You love me?
Yes, of course I do, silly. Anyway, that's not why I came to talk to you. I have an important question for you. Yeah, very important.
Hold, return to the part about...
Do you hate me?
What? Why do you ask?
Because it sometimes feels like you're trying very, very hard to annoy me. Or avoid me, not annoy me.
Find you difficult to be around.
Well, oh, I knew it.
Listen.
I'm not finished. You've always been a perpetual ray of sunshine in my life. Sometimes a man like me wishes to draw the curtains and sit in the dark.
Like a troglodyte?
Yes.
Please don't misunderstand me. I don't dislike you. Your good humor raises people's spirits and dispels the horrors of war. Your shining beacon of hope reminds us there could be a better future. You light the fires of optimism and inspire us to keep striving.
Hey, you made me sound so important. More of this, please. Wait, I guess if you think that you can't possibly hate me, right?
Never mind, your comrades just like you, myself included.
That's relief. Thanks, Jerome. We'll talk again soon, I promise.
Yes.
Wait, my point was that I do not want to talk.
Oh, hey, a peanut! Naughty-dum-de-doo. I wish I was a hammer. I hammer all day long.
What?
Stop fidgeting, we're on guard duty and you stay alert.
Vigilant, right, that's me. Got it. See, it's that I just can't stop thinking about when we were kids. Remember how we just go into the woods and play Jessica Ball?
Vaguely.
Yes.
There was a time I pretended to be a paladin and kill all those evil goblins. Said I looked truly heroic even though the goblins were only snapdragons.
You don't forget anything, do you? Perhaps only fair that I tell you.
Tell me what, there's something wrong? Oh my gosh, there is something wrong. This is what I've been worried about. Don't leave me hanging. Go ahead, say it.
When I confessed I wasn't comfortable around you, I lied. Or at least I wasn't clear about the real reason why.
Wait, so it's not that I'm too bright or cheerful? Then what is it? Maybe I fix it or change it so you don't totally hate me anymore.
Fool.
Godspread, I don't hate you, you're just difficult to be around because of my vertigo.
You mean like you're afraid of being
Yes.
afraid of heights?
You remember teaching me to fly when we were young?
Yeah, sure, you were so scared of heights you couldn't ride a wyvern. So I took you on my Pegasus and we flew and you weren't afraid anymore. That was so much fun. I haven't thought about that in ages.
I'd hope never to think of it again.
So wait, you hate me because I know your secret weakness?
No, that's not it at all. Well, maybe it is, partly at least. I've been desperate to impress you, and yet you've already seen me for a fool.
No way, you were trying to impress me?
What?
Is that so unbelievable?
Joe, I'm crazy about you. Why do you think I keep bugging you all the time?
Huh?
I'd always thought it was just because we were childhood friends.
Well, there is that, but a girl doesn't hang on you everywhere for all time's sake. How can someone be so wonderful be so darn thick? Well, look, now we cleared the air, we can start fresh.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose we can. First our business, what's the best look for a heroic couple?
If I may.
Jerome, might I have a word?
What?
If you must.
Oh,
What is this attitude of yours? Must you always turn a cold shoulder to me?
I did not pass through time to make bosom companions on the other side, and I especially not come here to make friends with you.
well.
Yes, charming and pleasant as ever. Well, I actually came here to talk about Minerva, not us. I have a request.
What is it?
You handle the reins superbly. I was hoping you'd teach me what you know.
I have nothing to teach you, I just sit on the saddle and follow Minerva's lead.
No, no.
Oh, hogwash, I've seen how you two swoop and dance in the sky, plus handle lance with such verve. A skilled rider like yourself has a great deal to teach me.
Pathetic.
How skilled could I be to still fall victim to the cruel whims of fate? How skilled could I be when I was unable to protect those I loved?
Really?
Sometimes, no matter how strong you are, you cannot change destiny or on your own. But you know that, don't you? So I've taken up arms in her cause.
Yes, true, by joining you I hope to accomplish what I could not alone.
You must teach me, if not for my sake, then for your own cause.
I cannot die, there is truth to your words, very well.
Thank you for your time, Jerome. Training is always better with a partner, especially one as skilled as you.
Learn much from you as well, Sherish, your aerial tactics are second to
If
none.
I may.
Did you just call me Sherish then, too? Back in your own time, I mean?
It matters not.
Who did you inherit this silliness from? Was it me or your father? His father's Henry, so no, it's definitely not Henry.
You would know better than me. My parents are long gone before I could build any meaningful memories.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
They spent their time helping small folk in one corner of the land or another. I waited for them, of course, waited for the day they might come home to me, but only Minerva returned.
I'm so very sorry.
People were grieved for the heroes and honored their noble sacrifice, but I didn't want heroes, I wanted a father and mother.
No, no.
I swear to you, Jerome, that won't happen this time. I'll never leave you.
I know, after all, that's why I'm here to change fate so you won't have to. This time I'll make sure you survive, this time we'll be together.
Hey.
Hey, little Jerome, have you been taking good care of little Minervikins?
I did not call it that. The very idea is lucratus. You must have misheard.
Really?
Yeah, no need to get your small clothes in a twist, Jerome. Sure, sometimes skulls are wyvern Minervikins too. Wyvern. I picked up the habit as well.
Right, I knew that.
You're kinda adorable when you're flustered.
Wanna die?
Don't you... That voice line is just... Yeah, perfect. Don't you dare glare at me, young man, or I'll curse you in the next week. I don't want to curse my own son, but I totally will.
I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, I know, it's because I'm not very scary. No, I gotta say, seeing you so angry reminds quite a bit of Shesh.
What?
What do you mean?
No.
Oh, nothing. Hey, is that your Minerva over there?
Yes.
It is.
Oh.
More intimidating than Shesh is scarier, more ferocious.
Truly, the future people often mark she was the prettiest wyvern in all the realm. Just look at those big smoky eyes, she's such a cutie boo. You tricked me into saying that.
I didn't trick you into anything, you said it all by yourself.
That's it, I'm leaving. We're leaving! Minerva to me!
He's adorable and he's flustered. You wanna die? That's fucking perfect. Hey, yo, Jerome, spend some quality time with Minerva again, I see?
Why do you insist on following me everywhere?
No.
Jeez, you make my rampant stalking sound so sinister. I just want to talk about a relationship again, about being father and son. I've seen through your sensitive side, I thought we might...
I have no sensitive side.
Right. Remember when you said Minerva was a cutie poo? The look of love that flitted across her face was so tender and sincere.
Minerva attack! Rip his lying mouth off his fat lying face! Minerva?
Minerva would never attack me. She knows I'm family. You there, little Minerva. You remember me, don't you?
Minerva? You truly consider this buffoon part of our family? I see. Very well, Minerva, if that's your wish.
Really?
So, what did Minerva say?
You claim to be part of the family, but you can't understand her?
Usually I can, yeah, but she was mumbling.
It matters not. Minerva says you're family, and thus I am thus duty-bound to accept you. I'm sorry I treated you poorly, father.
Really?
You just call me father?
Huh?
Don't get used to it. Minerva to me, we're leaving.
Wanna die?
Wait, say it again. Come on, don't make me curse you.
Enough already.
Listen.
Here we are again. My dessert is yours once again. Thanks. So, what do you want to know today?
Right.
I know there was something I wanted to ask you. That's it. Why didn't you choose to become a Pegasus Knight? Because I'd sooner drink boiling tar than follow in your footsteps.
Huh?
That's just a bit harsh, isn't it?
What?
You want harsh? Try living in the shadow of someone who's perfect at everything. Trust me, it's a nightmare. Everyone loves and respects you and thinks you're pretty and smart and strong. I'm just a big pile of dog food. That's quite a list of compliments. I'm flattered, Severa. Hey, I'm just repeating what everyone else says. I never said any of that.
Listen.
Oh, then what do you think of me? What sort of mother was I? Perfect, I've got... I mean, you were cold-hearted, selfish breed who abandoned your only daughter. I'm so sorry. Be fair, no crying, I didn't mean it. Of course I didn't mean it. You were kind of pretty, strong, and perfect, alright? Are you happy now?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, but yes, I am. Warms my heart to hear you say that. Whatever, we're done here.
What?
Why, she's quick when she wants to be. Quicker than me, that's for certain. She has the need to know, but I became pregnant this night because I'm a lousy runner. Oh, darn the luck. No dessert with today's rations, I'm afraid. None? Looks like I don't get my supper time today. I suppose I can make an exception just for today, if you insist. Oh, I insist.
Yeah.
Fine. What do we have to talk about this time?
Right.
How about today we make a promise?
What?
Boring.
Yes.
Promise for the two of us as we build a new future together. Promise that no matter what, we'll never part with another sad farewell. What did you break your promise?
I'm here.
No ifs this time. This one is absolute. Absolutely absolute.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, I guess that's okay. I guess I can trust you now.
Huh?
Of course you can, dear. Why didn't you trust me before? I wanted to for like ever. I wanted to tell you everything, but then I thought about losing you again. I can't do it. I can't be alone again. I won't!
No.
She kept your distance. Oh, my poor girl. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to be cold, but I knew once I let you in, there was no going back.
Thank you.
So very glad you have. Thank you, Severa. You followed your feelings, so there's nothing to fear now. You can trust me with anything, and I'll do the same in return. Deal? Oh, Mom, I love you so much. Thanks for all the shopping, Daddy. I feel like a total princess and you bought everything I asked for.
Sarah, Miss House is gonna fall asleep the way you just did.
Daddy, are you listening?
Well, yes, dear, I'm listening.
Right.
Good. I just love to go on another shopping spree with you. It's about the most precious little accessory shop in town and you hear on the other day.
Sorry, Pumpkin, but no.
Huh, why not? Did I do something wrong, Daddy? Are you mad at me?
Spend me the wounded treatment, Sarah, no means no. We just bought you plenty.
Fine then, fine. I'll guess just wear rags. Gods!
Boy, talk about an attitude change. Now look, I'm not saying I won't buy you anything ever.
Oh, you're not?
I'm just saying you'll have to earn it. And if you help out in the camp patrols and such, I'll treat you to something nice.
Excuse me? What is this, my allowance? I'm not a child.
No? Then stop acting like one. That's for your own good, Sarah. Little hardship in one's youth builds character.
I deal with a lot more than hardship back in the future. Thank you.
Well, my decision is final. I won't continue to just buy you whatever you like. If there's something you want, you'll have to work for it.
Fine, whatever. I'll do your stupid chores. I expect some serious returns. Is that clear?
I sure hope that character starts building soon.
Play the whetstone of the blade, the angle neck. Ah, not again! That's the fifth one that broke. Nothing ever goes right for me.
Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm sharpening these stupid weapons so it won't stay sharp. God. Tell me to help out, right? So I'm helping.
And the pile of broken swords behind you?
It's not my fault they're defective. They all, fell apart and stuff. So I'm not perfect at everything like Mother. Sorry I'm so stupid. I get it. I'm useless. You should just drown me in a sack.
Sarah, I think you've overreacted.
I burned everything I tried to cook. I just about beheaded a horse while chopping wood. I'm not helped anyone. I'm just a bunch of lame deadweight. You must have had high hopes too, given Mother's history. I'm such a disappointment. Well, if you have something to say, just say it.
I'm not disappointed, Sarah. I couldn't be happy you came back to us.
Oh, please, are you mocking me? Do you really think I'm that stupid? All my life, every time I mess something up, people compare me to Mother. And you're closer than anyone. I know you think I don't measure up.
You're a young woman, Sarah. I wouldn't compare you to anybody. You're my daughter, my treasure, and I know your mother feels the same.
What?
I love you and I'm behind you and no matter what happens. So no one talk of being a disappointment. Makes me feel like I failed you as a father.
What? No! Daddy, you didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't. Ah!
Don't cry, you've been through a lot, I know, but it's alright now. I'm sorry for saying you needed more hardship before, I know it's been hard. I'll do everything I can to keep you from ever suffering. And hey, you have been doing your chores, how about that reward now?
No, I don't need it. I don't need anything but you, Daddy. If you forgive me again, I'll never forgive you.
Not going anywhere this time, Sarah, I promise.
Excuse me?
YARNE.
Nope.
What's wrong, Sarah? You're all out of...
Are you
Don't you, what's wrong me? What do you call that last battle? We'd only been on the field a minute when you turned tail and ran. Not true, I saw it through the end from a safe distance.
What?
Kind of funny because that's not true at all. He literally kicked everyone's ass. What a lame excuse. It's just not like you really need me there. Our foe was way weaker than us. Keep underestimating an enemy like that and you're gonna wind up in a coffin. But it's the truth. What happens when we go up against a stronger enemy, huh? Prepare that much more carefully, focus harder, and we fight stronger. And that goes for them too, which means I can't afford carelessness. I guess you have a point. This army has suffered more injuries from carelessness than from enemies, you know. Alright. I'll be careful not to leave the easy fights to you guys from now on. Am I really getting through to you? Yes, I told you I got it. You think a quick nod and a smile is gonna fool me? You're crazy. I'll stay here lecturing you all day if that's what it takes. Now take a seat, Craven.
There goes the afternoon.
Ridiculous.
What was that? Nothing, ma'am!
Excuse
And
me?
another thing about war.
Right.
It's easy distracting complacent people like you who get hurt. Every time you get hurt, allies have to risk their hide to save your sorry. Hey, you even listening? How does she never get bored of giving the same speech day after day?
Shit, I accidentally skipped that.
Yarny, your internal monologue right now is highly external. Sorry, I was just kidding. Now remember, what was the last thing you remember me saying? All of it, I heard every word.
Yeah.
Right, then tell me what combat situations you're best suited for.
Ones where the enemy is really weak.
Are you deaf?
Very funny, you dolt. In woodlands and other areas where mountain units' movements is restricted. Mounted units, not mountain units. That's where your speed and mobility are most advantageous. Ring any bells?
I'm pretty sure I remember hearing you say something like that.
Unbelievable. Why are you even here if you're not interested in fighting? Quit!
I am interested and I want to fight. I just don't understand why you're so fixated on me.
Because that big soldier's like you are a liability to everyone else. You're at least a nominal part of this army, right? So pull your weight for a change.
Nominal? That's pretty harsh.
Then prove me wrong. Maybe I will.
Fine.
Good, now start paying attention. Fine, I will.
What was the voice line he just said? I wanna... That's what it is.
No, you go extinct. Another day, Sarah's basic training, otherwise known as Pick on Yarny Hour. There's gotta be a way out of this. I can fake the plague. No way, I did that last time. Fake my own death and run? No, that's madness. She found out she'd kill me for true.
Excuse
And just where do you think you're going, bunny face?
What?
Sarah?
I was just valiantly fighting the impulse to flee.
ridiculous.
Flee? You were going to run away? Just where do you get off, Buster?
God, Sarah's even more terrifying than usual today. Every animal instinct in my body is screaming, "Run!" in perfect chorus.
Don't you dare! I'll teach you to try to outrun a rabbit. Wait a moment. What's the angry blur coming towards me? Ah, Sarah, I'm gonna die! Gotcha! Don't even think of trying to run again.
How did a human outrun me? What possible reason could you have to chase me that hard? You're wasting your time with me, you know that, right?
Are you
Just looking at you makes me see red. There's nothing more infuriating than watching someone slack off. You got about 3 times the natural strength and potential I do, you know? You're just letting go to waste while I work my butt off just to keep up. You have an idea how that makes me feel?
Sarah, I don't know, I'm sorry. Truly, I never knew. I always thought it was a lost cause and I assumed you'd already given up.
Some days I'm tempted. Look, I'll work to improve. Okay, I'll give it my honest bet.
Huh?
Promise?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I doubt I'll be smooth sailing. I'll probably still make you mad at first, but do everything I can to be help for you and the others, I swear. I'm gonna be sure you're not planning to just run away again. I'm supposed to have to stay close and keep a close watching you, and maybe help.
Hey, thanks.
Well, having you there certainly can't hurt. Thanks for sticking by me, Severa.
excuse me?
Hello, Yarny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Severa. This is unusual. That's Taggle armor, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen you maintaining your equipment before. Yeah, it's a lot of things I'm used to getting. What the hell? Getting used to around here. After you told me I had potential, I really have no excuse not to make myself of use. Right?
Right.
Yarny, I'm proud of you. You finally started taking your role in this war seriously. Yeah. Say, Severa, do you think I could maybe ask you a favor?
Fine.
Let's hear it.
Hmm.
Well, I was just... What's the problem? Happen to be feeling unusually generous after seeing you shape up. So out with it already.
Will you be my girl?
What?
No.
Hey, lectures made me a better man. It made me realize a basket case like me needs a wise, strong woman to guide him.
Are you insane?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, insane about you! Come on, you said it yourself. I shaped up and it's all thanks to you.
You've made impressive strides.
I'm committed to getting stronger, strong enough to stand as your equal. So please, what do you say?
You sure you can handle it?
Hmm?
Handle what? A woman like me is a lot harder than winning a few battles. Now that I'm prepared for. I've had a lot of practice these last few weeks. If you're certain, I suppose I could do you the honor. Yeah, oh thank you, sir. I swear I'll become a man worthy of your love. Good, because if you don't, I'll be wearing your pelt for a winter coat. Hello, father. What's wrong, Yarne? You look as if your world is about to end. 13 yesterday, 8 the day before. You know what I'm talking about?
The number of masterful blows I struck against our foes?
No, the number of times you spoke to a woman who wasn't my mother. You think I actually believed you when you said you had no intention of cheating? You have no self-control at all, and I'm gonna vanish as a result. I just know it!
Yarne, calm down. I was being polite. Pleasantries and tactics and such.
Don't mess with a bunny.
It sounded more like more than that to me. Remember, Tag will have excellent hearing.
Believe me, I know all about that. You have to understand, I must talk to my fellow soldiers, men and women both. When you're in thick of battle, it's vital you know who you're fighting with. I mean, what if someone said you couldn't talk to Lucine ever again?
Well, I guess that'd be a problem.
No worries.
Glad you understand, but I wish you would trust me when I say I would never cheat on your mother.
Well, you say that now, perhaps you even mean it now. But what about the future? How do you know you'll never change your mind? I mean, you once promised me you'd return home, but you never did. Forget I said that. It doesn't matter. I won't spy on you anymore. And if you break another promise to cheat on Mother, I won't ever forgive you.
I think I understand now. Yarne's future had died and become the memory of a broken promise.
Hey.
There you go, Yarne. I was just looking for you.
What do you want, Father? I told you I won't spy on you anymore.
No.
So I wanted to see you. I want to apologize. In the future, I promised to come back to you, and I didn't. I'm sorry.
Does it matter if you apologized? It wasn't you who abandoned me. It was a different you from a different time.
I understand that, and I also know you're not my son. Not exactly, anyway.
Come on.
We're not just from different times, but from different versions of time. And yet I think of you as my family all the same. I hope to give you things that the father in the future couldn't. That's what you want, isn't it?
I guess it is, yeah. I know it's not right, but I can't help thinking you as my father. That's why I get scared whenever you talk to other women. I couldn't really thought of you leaving Mother and being someone else's father. It would be like losing him all over again.
So,
Yarne, what if I made another promise? I swear by all that I hold dear I will survive and that I will never abandon your mother. I love you both more than anything in this world. I would do anything for you.
I don't know what to say except thank you. Because this time I believe you'll keep your promise.
Good.
That made me relax and stop worrying about vanishing from history. Who's a good father? Who's a good father? Yeah, who's a good father? I appreciate the sentiment, Yarne, but must you pet me like a dog while you say it? Sleep tonight and good night. Sleep tonight and good night. You are thy mother's delight. I don't know, whatever. Mother? I know you try to imitate human mothers, but I don't think it's working.
Well,
That's relief. I was feeling very foolish. I thought perhaps human customs might be similar enough to work for Tagwell. It seems perhaps I was mistaken.
Which is why I was saying we should find our own way.
Did you say something? No, nothing at all. You don't have to glare at me like that. It's not my fault the lullaby didn't work. Was I glaring? I didn't mean to. I just try to remember you're more timid than you look. I'm not timid. Well, perhaps I am just a little bit. But who wouldn't be in my situation? I'm one of the last surviving Tagwell. If I die, it could mean the end of our race. You're also fucking massive.
you.
It's not a battle that you fear, but rather the role you've taken on. Yeah, I'm proud of my ancestry and the Tagwell blood you passed on to me, but I don't want to be known as the fool who allowed his race to die. After meeting you here in this world, I want to do more than just survive. There's something else about meeting Tagwell, something I feel in every hair of my being. Something I can't quite put into words, but maybe when I can, it will help guide us. Until then, I think we should stop trying to imitate humans. Let's try things our own way and see what comes natural, what feels right. It may take a while, but I think we'll find the answers we want eventually.
Thank you.
Well said. Very well then. We shall try your way. Mother, I got it! I understand at last! You understand? Understand what? The secret about the Tagwell, of course. I know what it is!
Right.
Oh, let's have it.
Don't
Part of the Tagwell is being...
funny.
The part of being a Tagwell is being true to yourself! To not live for temptation and fear, but to do what your own heart tells you is right. That's how you survive, Mother. You have such a strong heart and you listen to it.
Well,
Well, I don't know if all our people would agree with your idea, but as far as I'm concerned, your words ring true. You're the only full-blooded Tagwell still alive. Do you know what... don't you see what that means? Whatever you agree with is all what the Tagwell agree with. How you choose to live is how all Tagwell choose to live. Your logic is sound enough. I'm gonna grow strong too! I'll be so powerful and mighty I'll bring honor to you in the Tagwell name.
thank you.
You've learned this on your own, and perhaps that too is the Tagwell way. Our mother does not lecture, but teaches by example. Yes, exactly! What Tagwell don't need to talk... We Tagwell don't need to talk all the time to learn new things.
Yes.
Perhaps we should put this insight into practice, no more talking from now on. What? No, wait, that'd be awful! It was only a jape. Surely our people can appreciate the value of humor as well. No, of course, just I wasn't sure you knew what a joke was. Most of the time you talk as if you just ate a sour turnip, or 20.
You.
I remember something about Taggle parenting practices. Corporal punishment is common and often administered with a large wooden paddle. What? You just made that up! You didn't have stare thing yet! Stop it! What happened to the value of humor? You don't really have a paddle, do you? Got you again. Yeah. Huh? Me joking around is one area which we Taggle could use a bit more practice. Alright, that's it for today's training. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So am I better on horseback, maybe just a little?
Right.
What do you think?
Not really. Maybe I don't really have the talent for it.
Talent is an excuse. You lack practice, not talent.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I guess I just got frustrated.
So there is something strange here.
How your own daughter could be such a poor rider?
No, not that.
In fact, the future me told you anything different than what I just told you myself. And is it a matter of practice, not talent?
Yeah, I hate that word, talent. Always has. Why would I ever say you lacked it?
Well, you're fair you never use the word talent. You believe your exact words were you're not suited for writing. But it's basically the same thing.
Oh, well, I'm sure I wouldn't say it without some reason.
Oh, does that mean you're gonna stop teaching me again?
I'm no damn quitter. We'll finish what we started to die trying.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
So there's something funny about all this.
Hey.
You have a Minix gel?
Yes.
Me, mother.
Yeah.
Well, I think I figured out why I didn't teach you how to ride in the future.
What?
Oh no, does this mean you're gonna stop giving me lessons?
Just listen. Take special talent to navigate a mountain or on a battlefield, but it's not the be-all end-all of combat. Everyone has their own unique skill set. Think I probably wanted you to find your own way to fight.
But why? Riding is a crucial skill.
Because I'm your mother.
What?
Yeah.
One tiny slip can cost a warrior her life out in the field, and if I saw a risk, no matter how small, I want to nip it in the bud.
But you're teaching me now.
Well, look, maybe it took a little bit of the whole maternal thing to sink in. I agreed to teach you without really thinking about it. Act like I was training a peer more sense than raising my daughter. Make sense?
But
So your thinking has changed?
Damn right I have. Spent all the time together, I feel a lot more motherly. I think that's where I can see the future me was coming from. And I would have been older than you and worried about what you'd do when I was gone.
thank you.
So you discouraged my writing since you wouldn't always be there to protect me? In other words, you did what you did because you cared about me.
Right.
It's just a guess. I mean, I can't very well go ask future me about it, right?
Suppose that means the end of my lessons. It was fun while it lasted. I still think I'd be more effective on horseback, but I guess it's not meant to be.
Now just a damn minute. Who said anything about giving up?
What? But you just... Aren't you saying you agree with why you stopped teaching me?
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe if it was future me, but I'm now me. We're practically the same age here. We've been side by side for the rest of our lives, girlie.
And you'll keep training me?
Of course I will. I'm sure I'd understand, will understand, or whatever. I get we're both so young and fit. There's no excuse not to train hard. Hope you're ready to sweat.
Just try to be a little gentle, would you?
I can't hear you. Let's go, move it.
Yes, ma'am. Hiya!
Gazelle, you seem to be training especially hard today.
Yeah.
If I can't do my share of the cooking, I'll have to do a large share of the fighting.
Oh, so you're not cooking again.
Would you want me to after last time you saw the day's battle played out? Also, just cussing their guts glazed, squirming like newborn deer. On the smell, oh god, the smell. The enemy had been so horrified we might all be dead.
Yes, it was hardly a most shining moment. But nobody's perfect. I'm sure it was just a fluke. I know for one would like to try your cooking again.
What?
No!
I'm sorry?
What if it wasn't a fluke? What if my cooking gets you killed next time? Another breakfast for me could literally bring our entire army to its knees. Literally! Don't ask me to do that to my fellow soldiers and my family.
Oh, come now. It wasn't that bad.
No.
Just remember the sound, the horrible sound, dozens of people, all...
Alright, fair enough. Look, what if I gave you a few pointers? We managed to come up with something tasty we can share with everyone.
Thank you.
Alright, let's try it, and thanks.
The soup has such an elegant aroma. Nicely done, dear. What the hell is that? I'm sure everyone will be eager for a taste.
Thank you.
Thanks, I had a good teacher. I had no idea you knew so much about cooking.
I learned a lot after marrying your mother. It was that to starve.
You really two got along so well, don't you?
Yes, I suppose we do. Hmm?
I just think it must be what it feels like having parents. I mean, being a normal family. Never got to have that, but it's nice.
Gazelle.
But hey, enough of that. Didn't mean to get all misty. Let's dig into the soup.
Gazelle, I know your strong girl doesn't like to ask for help, but you can, if there's anything I can ever do, just name it.
Thank you.
Well, I guess one thing comes to mind, actually.
Do tell.
Why didn't they play the voice line for that one? Keep teaching me how to cook. The soup tastes like dishwater.
Oh God, it does.
Actually, I've had better dishwater.
Right then, I can at least get you cooking food that tastes like food.
Yes.
That'd be plenty for me, thanks.
Sorry, let me guess, you're in on this one today.
And Nico, what a coincidence!
This is our last dance.
You just happen to find yourself hiding in a barrel. What are the chances? Mother, please stop trying to spy on me while I practice. You've climbed trees, sitting under bridges, painting yourself in ridiculous camouflage. Tell me you nearly jumped out from the waterfall. Time you jumped out of the waterfall, nearly gave me the waterfall in my pants. But I want to see you dance. Random people from the camp come across you and raving about it. I'm your mother and I haven't seen you dance even once. How is that fair?
No hard feelings.
I'm sorry, but having people see moves that I'm still working on is mortifying. You're shy as I am, you have to know how I feel, don't you?
Oh.
Well, if you're so shy, why do you spend each day hitting on every girl you find? You of all people should know the answer to that one. I've told you the reason I developed this flirting habit in the first place. What? I most certainly am not. You see why? When I was little, I was even more shy than you are now. Came to you in tears asking how to be more comfortable around people. Used the best way to man practice baby was to talk to women.
Was that alright?
Oh, what's that? What in the world was my future self thinking? I believe you said it was advice a good friend once gave you. Anyway, give it a try and it worked, surprisingly enough. Then it became a habit?
Quite.
Apparently so, but whatever you want to call it, I owe it all to you.
Sorry.
What? Why? Don't apologize. If I want to help people with my dancing, I need to become as alluring as possible. I can tuck my way into a date or 5. I still know I know I still got a long ways to go. Flirting is another part of my training with its own benefits, naturally. So really, I'm thankful. I suppose as long as it's helped you, it has and it does, so you don't need to worry about me so much, okay? Now come on, it's nearly time for supper. It's a relief to hear he has good reasons for all that skirt chasing. No, I love to see a girl's face when he says his mother sent him. Wait, so I didn't get to see him dance today. Look, there's barrel in here and everything. How embarrassing. Nice, those also damn fine moves, if I do say so myself.
Yes.
Yes, a brilliant performance.
Huh?
Ah!
Well,
Though your spins still lack the strength of your convictions, stop holding back. I want to extend your focus through your very tips of your fingers. That will help through those tricky transition moves. Alright, so where were you hiding today, Mother?
no.
Nowhere this time. I really did just happen to pass by, I swear. Though I thank the gods for the chance to finally see you dance. The latter half was a bit of a departure, but I recognize the routine. It's my favorite. Did I teach you that in the future? Inigo?
Quite.
Yes, it was the last dance you taught me. So the second half is different. You died before we got that far. Oh. And here I've been working so hard to develop an amazing version to show you. Not much point if you're gonna spoil the surprise by peeking before it's done.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I just feel awful. Don't, it's fine. Tell you the truth, I really wanted to hear your thoughts. I was used to practice beside your grave. I tried to imagine what you'd say as you watched me, what I could fix. I picture how you'd tell me to speed up or praise me when I got it right. All I could hear in my head as I danced. I could hear it all in my head as I danced, but I just wanted to hear it aloud. Anyway, that's why I'm just glad. No, don't cry, it's alright. Me in the future might have left, but I swear this being is here to stay. We can dance together, see the world, or anything. I'll do everything to make you happy, my darling boy.
Thanks.
Mom.
No.
It's my pleasure.
No hard feelings.
So I've been so worried about letting you watch me dance, but would you teach me the real second half of the routine sometime?
Yes.
Of course. Wow, this one's pretty bad. I can't go back to camp like this.
Oh, hey.
It's in the wrong Inigo. Everyone else has already headed back. Father, I just saw a kid milk right there to the battlefield.
Hey.
You were on your mother. It's obvious your leg is wounded. It's fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. A serious injury, Inigo. Why did you say something? Want to ruin my reputation? The ladies want Inigo the Invincible. That's enough, Inigo. You can barely walk and you're still thinking about girls? Be serious for once. Really, why did you travel back in the future? Lucina fights so hard, but you, honestly, I'm disappointed. You have no idea what it means to be at war. You don't know a damn thing. You're the one who's clueless, Father. What? Do you think I'd be out here if I were only after girls? Out here fighting every day, wondering if this is the time I don't make it home? Inigo, I didn't. You may think me dandy and a fool, but a lot of people depend on me in the future. Every day I was out there fighting Risen and risking my life. With everyone looking to me to be strong, I had no choice. I had to be invincible. I couldn't complain or show any weakness. Not with everyone else struggling in that damn war-torn wasteland. Even you and Mother gone, I had to pretend I was fine, that I wasn't hurting. I had to fight every day my sorry life and wear a smile the way I did it. You said I looked like I didn't have a care in the world? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's not the case at all. I smile and joke around because I don't want to show the world any weakness. If that disappoints you, I guess I'll just have to be disappointed. Inigo, listen.
No hard
That said, I do appreciate the concern. I'll get the leg looked at.
Listen.
Inigo, I wanted to speak with you. Hey, Father, here, have a look. My leg's all healed. See? That's good, son. And thanks for making me get it looked at, and I'm sorry to have worried you. No, I'm sorry for what I said. It was insensitive. You've been fighting with all you got. I had no right to criticize you.
Huh?
You're still thinking about that ancient history. Plus, it was my fault, too. Still. Seriously, it's fine. Cheer up. Huh? You always seem so gloomy lately. Let's see a smile for once. Stop that! It really tickles! There it is, that's better. I didn't come all this way to see you mope around, you know? That's why you came back to make me happy?
Quite.
Well, yeah, you and everybody, me and everybody, the whole world, I guess. Anyway, I suppose I'm okay telling you that now.
Right.
You can tell me anything. You say that now, but I don't want to hear any complaints once I get going. Maybe you'll smell us on the outside, but I'm actually pretty sensitive and pessimistic. When I cry at the drop of a hat. When a girl turns me down, I'm a complete mess for days.
No.
You can stop kidding, I'm already smiling. No, I'm not kidding. All this stuff about the girls was never part of the act. That's fine, in moderation, of course. You're a strong man, Niga. I couldn't be proud of you. No one is invincible, and you shouldn't pretend to be. Something's wrong, Connery, and we'll figure it out together. Father.
Thanks.
Oh, I knew you loved me, but oh, thank you. Nigo, my neck, too tight, can't breathe. It's your own fault. I don't think you've ever said anything like that to me before. And listen, the same goes for you. Whatever the problem, I'll help. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose you twice.
Right.
And I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna lose such a wonderful son. It's funny, because Rick, it's fucking cat.
So let 'em see